Vulpix is one cute Pokemon, but is there more to meet the eye with this fox Pokemon? Welcome back to Shelby on Safari, the place where I, a wild animal biologist and Pokemon trainer, love to combine my passions into one. Today, we're looking at the hunting strategy of Vulpix, using the biology of our real-life Pokemon. So you ready? Join the safari and let's get started. The fox Pokemon, first introduced to us back in Kanto, and then we were lucky enough to get a Alolan Vulpix in, well, Alola. As you can see, Vulpix, technically Ninetales, is one of my favorite Pokemon, so I was really excited when a recent study was published on our real-life Vulpix, foxes. This study was looking into the skull morphology of foxes, and I think has given us a clue into the Pokemon biology of Vulpix. Both red foxes and Arctic foxes use a pretty snazzy hunting technique known as mousing. This is where they dive headfirst into snow to capture prey, and they do this with incredible speeds ranging from 2 to 4 meters per second. That is where this recently published study comes into play. At that speed and the impact of hitting snow, oof, that could cause some serious damage. However, scientists examine the skull morphology of foxes, both of the red and Arctic variety, to identify that their slim, narrow facial structure leads to a lower average impact force. That way, they can dive headfirst into the snow with minimal tissue damage. Win-win, unless of course you're the rodent. Now, this mousing behavior is really fascinating. When a fox is pouncing on a mouse, per se, it jumps straight up in the air and points all 4 legs straight down to pin the mouse to the ground as the fox lands. Foxes have excellent senses of hearing, eyesight, and smell. Some other studies have suggested, though, that foxes may use spontaneous magnetic alignment, in which animals position their body axis in fixed alignments relative to magnetic field lines. In particular, with observations of wild red foxes, they showed a 4-fold increase in hunting success when predatory mousing attacks are directed toward a magnetic north to northeast direction. However, I can't help but feel that it's their incredible sense of hearing as well that helps them detect rodents, whether that be under dense vegetation or thick layers of snow. So would Vulpix's facial structure also help them have minimal tissue damage when they dive headfirst into the snow after rodents? That's yet to be decided. But what I do love in the Pokedex entries is that they discuss thermoregulation with both Cantonian Vulpix and Alolan Vulpix. The Pokedex entry for Cantonian Vulpix reads, "Inside Vulpix's body burns a flame that never goes out. During the daytime, when temperatures rise, this Pokemon releases flames from its mouth to prevent its body from growing too hot." Whereas Alolan Vulpix, they thermoregulate in a bit of a different way. In hot weather, they make ice shards with their 6 tails and sprays them around to cool themselves off. Now, our real-life Pokemon of foxes thermoregulate a bit differently. As mentioned in my video here on Alolan Vulpix, not only does their dense fur and smaller ears help keep them warm, but what happens when it gets too hot? Well, both red foxes and Arctic foxes use their nose, like dogs, for evaporative cooling. In fact, why not head to that video now to check out more about Alolan Vulpix? Go and click it. I'll see you over there. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in that video.